Hey, welcome to the Mountain Dudes. This is Davis, Grant, I'm Jared, and we're really excited to be here.
Yeah, this is the first ever episode of the Mountain Dudes. We've been planning this for so long. I mean, I haven't as much as these two have because I was gone for 3 months, but
We've been at it for a while.
Yeah, we've been working at this.
I mean,
so we're
today
excited
we've
to
been
bring
at it for at least 7 hours so
I'd
far.
say,
Yeah, and an unexpected dew trip too. So
Right.
a dew crawl,
Yes.
a dew crawl.
which
Yeah.
we will talk about.
Yes.
Yes,
To find a very special surprise.
yes, a very, very special
Yes. surprise.
Well, I guess we can start with some questions that we got from. Actually, I made them up. I was gonna say we got them from fans. We don't have fans, so.
Yeah, we haven't started until today.
So, yeah, we can get started with that. So the first question we have is, what state were you originally from? And Grant, you can start. We'll go around.
I was born and raised in Pennsylvania my whole life. Really love it. Don't want to move. I mean, maybe depends on eventually down the road. But love Pennsylvania and been born and raised here my whole life. What about you?
Okay. I was born in Ohio, but my parents were only there for 2 years until we moved to Pennsylvania, and then I lived down closer to the Harrisburg area of the city and then moved out to this area, and I like it a lot better than that part of Pennsylvania. Don't really like the state too much. It's really cold. Ohio was also really cold. Pennsylvania is definitely better than Ohio, but I don't like either of them.
Hey, you could be living up in the far northeast or even places like Montana.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
I'm originally from Massachusetts. That's where I was born. And then my family shortly moved to Rhode Island. So I'm from New England area, but I've lived in Pennsylvania most of my life. So, yeah.
Cool. So let's move on to our favorite cars. Which little fact you want to know about us? We're all really into cars.
Yeah.
Like, I was a mechanic for a while. I'm a little bit more into cars than they are, but we're all really into cars.
He knows way more than the rest
We
of
like
us,
looking
I'd
at
say.
cars.
Yeah,
That's
we
pretty
enjoyed
much it.
the looking. My dad was actually a mechanic his whole life, so that's why I got into cars.
But a Chevy and Ford MasterTech?
Yes, Chevy and Ford. I told him to go for Dodge, but no one really wants to go for Dodge, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, you'd spend your entire life working on transmissions.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can do an oil change, and that's
Yeah,
pretty much
Grant's
it.
getting there. We're getting there with Grant.
With help.
And
whoa, 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 whoa. Okay,
all right, Grant,
yeah.
what's your favorite car?
My favorite car is a McLaren 27S.
720S.
Yeah.
You said
Said
27.
27S. 720S.
720S.
Just start that
Luckily,
again.
we knew that.
Yes, 720S. And it's been my favorite car ever since, actually, I remember it. Davis sent me a picture of it when he was in Florida. I'm like, I have no idea what kind of car that is, but it's my favorite. So, like, from that day, I'm like, that's my favorite car.
Well, I actually sent you pictures of 570Ss.
But I
then,
looked into it.
Yeah, we did more research on them and found out about the 720, and then you fell in love with it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so my favorite car has always been the Ford Mustang, but specifically, like, my two favorite right now are the 1969 Mustang. Any model, really, honestly. It's just the body style for me. And then the 2019 Shelby Cobra, so just because it has so much horsepower.
Well, I like a lot of cars, so it's really hard for me to just choose one. But one specific model stands out to me, and that's the Chevy Corvette. I've loved every generation they've made. I feel like they're a great piece in the car community, and they're amazing value. So much power for how cheap it is. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the newest Corvette, the first mid-engine, of course, and that thing runs for very cheap, considering what it is.
And it's essentially a supercar now. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if they officially moved it up into that category,
They better.
but it's
The Ford
it's
GT
definitely
is
there,
a supercar. The Chevy Corvette is a supercar.
That is true.
considering that Corvette's a little better.
Yeah, exactly. We
next-
can discuss that all
Yeah.
day.
Next question. What is your favorite food? And we'll start with Davis.
So I'm not a big food guy. I like candy and sweet stuff, But my favorite food would probably have to be pizza. I was literally born on pizza, not like born onto a pizza. But like my dad worked for Papa John's when my mom was pregnant with me. So that's
Wow.
all she ate was pizza.
So you
Didn't know
That's
that.
all
Pizza.
I've ate since.
I didn't even know that. Yeah,
You
That's-
didn't?
No.
Oh,
That's
man.
news to me,
Learn
but-
something new every day.
What kind of pizza specifically? Like any specific kind?
Lately, I've been into a thin crust pepperoni with green pepper.
Ooh, okay.
Mm,
It's an interesting combo.
I always like a variety of cheeses on there too. That's been consistent.
No deep dishes or anything. Nothing like that.
No, I mean I do like a good deep dish with different cheeses, but I don't like
But
it with other stuff.
Not from
Definitely
Like
not
no green
Chicago or
peppers.
anything.
No, Chicago deep dish. I travel, so I was out there and got one, and it was disgusting. It was terrible. It was authentic. It was just.
I was gonna say you're probably
It's
bashing
not to my appetite.
someone's
Yeah.
life right there.
Jeez.
Someone's
I
Chicago
know.
deep dish life.
It was just this
I can't
small,
say. I've never
small
had it.
company. You know, I kind of feel bad saying that, but it's just not my taste. I'm a picky eater.
I'm definitely not a thin crust guy, so I would probably prefer the deep dish.
It's like a whole pizza on a chip.
Yeah, that doesn't sound appetizing to me.
no.
That's just maybe that's just me.
All right, then what's your favorite food?
Well, my favorite food, this one, I couldn't think of anything that I could eat every day for every meal other than the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich. No pickles, pepper jack cheese. That is the pinnacle of sandwich. And then what I like to do as a bonus is I throw some waffle fries on there, and it gives it like a nice potato base in it. And it's, yeah, that is by far my favorite food.
You
could,
you could eat that every.
I could
every
eat
day.
that every day.
Actually,
easily.
every meal, right?
I have almost done that. Like there was a week where it was close to that. It was definitely about like 30% of what I was eating that entire week. It was bad.
So Grant, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food is this thing that my mom makes. It's a sausage rice casserole. It has a ton of cheese, sausage, and rice. One of my biggest thing is I love rice. Like I could just eat rice all day, every day.
So what is in the sausage rice casserole? Like is it just
Sausage and rice.
is it
Yeah.
is that all it is?
Cheese. You get some
Okay,
sausage,
see, this is
rice,
what
and
I was
cheese.
wondering. The cheese.
I
Well,
said
he
there's-
mentioned the
I
cheese.
s-
Sausage,
mentioned
rice, and cheese.
You gotta have cheese. Anything, all cheese.
Right.
Yeah, cheese can go on anything. The best question I think that we should be answering here is what is your favorite Mountain Dew flavor? So I'll start. My favorite, and this might shock most people that are into Mountain Dew, but I love Livewire. I've always been an orange soda guy. I could drink orange soda most days, and the Livewire. Like you give me a Livewire with my Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, and I'm a happy guy. Livewire is definitely the one that I can drink the most of and not
Yeah.
get sick of it.
I agree. It's a good drink, but you didn't always like Livewire.
I didn't.
No.
Nope. I used to think it was pretty gross.
And up until the formula changed, there was another drink that was your favorite.
Yes, Whiteout used to be my favorite. I used to get made fun of that actually in the Dew Drinker Discord.
It's
I
my
used to get
favorite,
made
too.
fun of for liking Whiteout the most, and then you went out to actually no, I got my first shipment in
Yeah.
from Dream, and
You
when I
started
got
dealing
that,
soda.
yeah, I started dealing soda, and I traded some Mountain Dew Spark for the Whiteout, and I got it. I was so excited. I got home from work. I was telling Grant all day about it, how excited I was for this
Yeah,
Whiteout.
you were. Cause
I had it. I don't know. Something changed. I don't know if it was my taste or if it was the way they formulated it, but it was not the same for sure. I was not a fan. I mean, I like it still. I think it ranks up there in my Dews, but it's definitely like it's too close to original for me. That was my issue with it, I think.
Yeah.
So Davis, what's your favorite Mountain Dew?
Well, my favorite, as much as I hate to admit it, just because I feel like it's such a generic one, is Voltage. Because there's so many good flavors out there, like Baja and Dew SA, amazing stuff like Liberty Brew even. But when it comes down to what I could drink consistently for an entire day, for an entire week, if I had to pick one Dew for the rest of my life, it would be Voltage. It's just an amazing flavor that I can continue on for such a long time.
And you got one right there too.
I
so.
do. Drinking one today.
Yes, which I agree. Voltage is one of my favorites, but it's not my favorite. Dew SA is. It's throwing it back a little bit. But I mean, I remember the first time you actually brought it out.
Back, what was that, 2017?
That was 2017. Yes,
Yep.
Summer 2017
Wow.
was
Man.
was a wild one. But no, I love USA. It's just, I don't know, so many different flavors in one, and it's just the colors gorgeous too. Like
Yeah.
if there was
It
a
is.
nice Mountain Dew color, like that's it. I mean, this is top notch.
Whoa, we haven't-
whoa,
What? I don't even know what we're talking about right now. We haven't gotten to
I
anything.
was talking about this.
The Baja,
This is
Yes,
the Baja.
the
Well, then-
Baja is
well, then
just
speak to the Baja.
yes,
Yeah.
it's just a beautiful, like, clear color. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Say.
But
Yeah, I did like the color of the USA. It's darker than the Voltage. It's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice
it-
purplish blue with a nice
It's like a
hue.
violet almost.
Yeah, almost like a violet. Yeah.
Mhm.
I have a few of those. I got a shipment in.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
the
Mountain Dew
craziest
Violet
part-
from Japan.
Yeah.
It's
It's
decent.
awful. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Wait.
Whoops.
Story for another
Whoa.
time.
It's okay. I think it's. I was gonna say I think it's crazy that, like, out of all the 2017 flavors, USA was probably your favorite. Even though, I mean, we remember all of the flavors of 2017. There was a lot, and there was a
There
lot
were
of
a lot.
variants that a lot of people didn't even know about.
Which is weird that there were so many, because up until that point, there had been so few.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like it was a very big year for Mountain Dew. I think with the spiked raspberry lemonade and the spiked lemonade, which weren't alcoholic, of course, but the black label, the green label, and the white label. I mean, those were some great flavors. We had the the green apple kiwi. That was one of my favorites.
I actually don't even remember
I
that.
think it was
one.
green apple. It might not have been green apple kiwi.
I don't know about the kiwi. I don't think there was ever kiwi.
Yeah, the
but
white one, I believe, had kiwi in it.
Was it?
Because it was crafted dark berry was the black. I remember that one because that one was stuck around for a longer period of time. But yeah, they were good flavors. So I mean, do I say ranking in the top? And that's not
Yeah,
even.
I mean,
full real sugar. That's half diet. as
that's
we've
true.
seen.
I'm looking forward
So.
to next summer. But
Yeah.
I mean, we
Mhm.
even cracked one open like a month ago,
Yeah.
and it was still.
Well, I was gone, of course.
Yes, we still
We
have
did
like
save
a
some,
sip,
though.
a sip.
You
in
got
the
It's
fridge.
been sitting in the fridge for how long?
Yes, and
Well,
we
I
have
mean-
some darkberry in the fridge too.
Yeah,
But
we'll
that's-
talk about
that's
that
another
time.
story.
That's another story for another time. We'll get into
All
that.
right, so moving on then to one thing that we feel the other dudes should know about us. Jared, what's that?
All right, so for me, this one's honestly, I'm kind of sensitive about this. I don't know why we landed on this, but I get dandruff in my eyebrows. Okay, I don't know why. I think I just have dry skin under my eyebrows. I've even tried using, and this is embarrassing, but I've tried using Head and Shoulders in my eyebrows. I don't know. I've lotioned it. I've done all sorts of stuff. For some reason, it doesn't stay though. So I live with it. It's something I struggle with, but it's there. It's part of me.
It's a hard struggle.
You're gonna have to
right
learn
there.
to love it. So, Davis, I like yours. I think we should go to
Yes.
yours next.
Yeah, so I shave my armpits. A big tuft of hair just down there feels absolutely disgusting to me. I don't understand it. So like going around in the summer with just hair sticking out of my armpits, disgusting. So
Listen,
I shave
man.
it. I don't shave it all the time. It's kind of like I trim it back. So really, I trim my armpit hair.
You
I don't
trim your
shave
armpit
it.
Well,
All
so
right,
you're
buddy.
getting.
I mean, I did shave it a few
I was
times.
gonna say, yeah, you've definitely. You
It's
have.
I
done it
moved to
before.
trimming it now.
Well, that's acceptable. I would.
I think that the part about it that gets me is that you would prefer to shave it. That's
Yes,
the
that's-
issue.
Yeah.
But I would say mine. I cannot burp at all. I don't know what it is. I can count on my hands, like only
On your hands.
Yeah,
count on my hands.
I count on my feet too. So.
Okay. I mean, I usually count on my feet, either that or my butt.
Yeah, yeah.
No one needed to know this, Davis.
No. Yeah, only a handful of times that I've actually burped, and like they're pretty quiet, and like can't even hear them.
I
But
could burp right now, but I don't want to do that. to
even
our
I can
listeners.
drink a Mountain Dew. I can drink. Actually, I was gonna say I could drink 2 Mountain Dews, but I never drink 2 Mountain Dews because
One
just
dew a day.
One dew a day keeps the doctor away, and that's a whole nother story there that we'll have to get into.
It's really not a story. It's just Grant. You just drink one Mountain Dew,
I
and that's
mean,
all you allow yourself.
There's a little.
Reason behind it, we'll get into that later.
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah,
have the reason
yeah,
behind it.
but yeah, I
Yeah.
just can't burp.
All right, so we've been doing this podcast for just today, and we've already received three Christmas gifts from fans, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We had
It seems
right
like
here.
it.
Look at this. I think. Wait, no, I think mine was the red.
No,
Are
mine's
they
red because
different?
that's my
Yeah,
favorite.
it says. Yeah. Well, it
Right.
doesn't say anything.
Right here.
Did I have that? Yeah, you had this one, the perennials, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because
perennial?
mine had the
Because
words
I'm a
on
little
it.
more feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
armpits.
We talked about that
Oh,
today.
it's
and that
ripped a
was
little.
Oh no, what is it? Do you know what it is already? Anyways, so we have
I have a
we have our
guess.
fans that sent us some stuff, so we're gonna open these.
I have
I
a
guess.
guess.
Do you have a guess?
I have a guess.
Oh shoot! I actually
Oh
think I
man,
opened it.
you opened it. Oh man, I didn't even know. I thought this was like a cat. Apparently, it's a Mountain Dew.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. We got some Merry Mashup.
Cranberry pomegranate.
Wow. Thank you
It
so
sounds like
much.
such a great flavor.
Thank you so
Actually-
much at Santa Claus. That's
Santa Claus?
Yeah, that was the viewer that sent it to us, I guess.
That was
Actually,
sweet.
I think I might have when I
You
went-
opened it.
when I went to I
I mean, yours
twist it.
does look a little more fizzy.
I think so.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I think you ruined it. It's
Wow.
done for. Gotta throw
That's
it out
okay.
now.
We'll just. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's a little,
Yeah.
little
well,
squishier.
It's squishy.
All right. Well, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Santa.
So then, on the topic of Merry Mashup, which we were actually going to bring up today
Oh, yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, that's crazy. It just happened to.
It's
There it is.
Perfect timing.
Well, as you know, I mean, Merry Mashup's on its way out. It's very hard to find in stores, if at all, right now. So it looks like it's being pulled from shelves.
And we couldn't get cans in
So,
our area.
yeah,
which
Yeah.
that's the crazy thing. We never got cans in our area. Like, I don't know if anyone else from Pennsylvania got cans, but if you did, just count yourself lucky because
You know, that I think about it, it was out pretty much all of November, right?
yeah, for the most part,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, so
probably
I started
early
November
mid-November.
in California, actually in Utah, then to California, and then all the way back here, stopping at random stores along the way, and I never saw Merry Mashup in cans.
Wow.
Hmm.
So then, it was a limited supply, I guess. And they were nice too. I really
Yeah.
wanted to snag a couple of those.
Yeah,
I mean,
because they have the new updated
new
look
design, yeah.
with the kind of like ugly Christmas
Yeah,
sweater
new
look.
logo.
well, and along with the
It
new
kinda
design,
does.
there was a flavor change. I mean,
Yes.
we can confirm
Yeah.
with a lot of other people that they
Mhm.
tasted the same flavor change. And I can confirm this because I actually had one of your 2018 to 19, one of those years, Merry Mashup, in a can. So, I mean, that preserves the flavor pretty well. And it was drastically different than this.
There's a lot more cranberry in the other ones.
Yeah.
So I liked how they dulled it down there.
I also, I think these are a little more fizz. I think they did a good job with the CO2 levels in it. So,
I would agree on that. Yeah, they did that better this year than they did before.
yeah.
But I mean,
But I think it was
hopefully,
a big jump, yeah.
hopefully we'll see it around maybe in a few years down the road, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Probably not this coming
But
winter,
yeah,
but we'll
I mean,
see.
hopefully not.
Yeah,
you
'cause
know?
they-
Hopefully not.
Hopefully
Ray
not.
might have leaked what that could be.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
definitely be discussing
Well,
that soon.
we'll be
but-
talking about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
In other news, which is a new segment that we'd like to bring to you, where we're going to be discussing the most interesting stories of the week, and we're going to bring this to you every episode, hopefully. And so, we really just want to give you an inside scoop on some of the weirdest stories we could find.
Just something that's not Mountain Dew related.
And so this week we have one story for you. So the headline reads, "Mysterious gingerbread monolith appears in San Francisco." We're also confused. So, apparently, and it starts out by saying it could have been alien elves, which gives us no
Uh-huh.
explanation at all. But there was a monolith which appeared on early Christmas Day on a hilltop in Corona Heights Park. And it was overlooking the Castro neighborhood, apparently. And I'm not going to lie, if I looked up and saw this thing, which we'll show you a picture of it, but I would be a little concerned at how it got built suddenly. But it's a gingerbread monolith, which if you don't know what a monolith, it's basically just like
A pillar.
a tall pillar that goes, it just goes up in the air and that's it. It's literally like a post, but it's square. And it was very odd. And yeah, it was just really kind of
And it
perplexing.
just showed
I
up.
think it has to do with all the other monoliths which have appeared.
Yeah, those metal ones that
Yeah.
in Utah, and then where was the second?
California, I want to say. I think it was
California.
on a beach somewhere.
Actually, do you know how close you were to it?
I don't. I never looked at the location of that.
Hmm.
But it happened when I was in Utah, so I should have drove down to it.
Yeah,
That would have been
pretty
interesting. But now this one's actually in San Francisco, California, too. So
Yeah, so it could have been
it's weird.
maybe
Something's
it
happening
Could be
out
the
in that
same guy.
coast.
Could be a completely different person.
The same aliens.
The same aliens.
Same
Yeah.
alien elves.
Actually, it looks pretty
We'll
good.
update you if we hear anything about it, but for now, that's all we know.
That is in other news.
So, one of the big things that I'm sure most people who are watching this video decided to watch this video for is something that we've been waiting on for a while now.
Oh yeah.
So a while back.
I mean, we heard about this in summer.
Yeah. I was gonna say it was definitely in midsummer we found out about
July,
this.
maybe.
Yeah,
Somewhere
I feel like it
around
was
there.
earlier summer.
Around July, we first heard about this, and then over time, some pictures have been leaked about it, and towards a little bit recently, I want to say it was about a month ago, a video was leaked, which was some sort of leaked.
Leaked.
It's a video which describes a flavor that we've all been anticipating since July when we first found out about it. Something that's pretty exciting, maybe not as exciting for Davis,
I mean,
for reasons we'll get into.
But it's actually not supposed to be out yet. Today, as we're recording this, it is December 27th. The release date is January 4th. Is that right?
Yeah, January 4th,
Yep.
2021 is the
January 4th.
official release date. So
So we were lucky
We
enough that we
have
were able to
this.
find it earlier. I actually broke into a Walmart in order to find
yeah,
this.
and we will
That's
we can show that video.
Yeah, but links came out that they might have it at Walmart. So
Right.
like we looked it up and like
Well, the interesting thing about that link is it even said TBD. It didn't even have
didn't
the
even
flavor
have-
listed. It had a picture of it. But and since you have no idea what we're talking about, clearly, we are talking about Major Melon.
Major Melon.
Now, we have literally been sitting with these for the last, what time is it? I mean, we've been sitting with this for about 4 hours now, maybe
Yeah.
5. Davis hasn't let us drink it because he wants us to all taste it together because we want to be honest with you guys.
now there's a story about that because Davis always drinks every single Mountain Dew that we try.
exactly.
So we went to go get Sweet Lightning, and it's these cups with straws, and they hand
Right.
mine to me,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, of course.
then we're driving for a little bit because we want to get to somewhere, and we don't want to just be in the drive-through taste testing this for the first time.
Right.
And it's in my hand, so it's instinctive to just take a sip.
He just takes a drink. So he takes a drink of it before we were ready. I'm pretty sure this happened another time too with the
It
Cyclone,
did.
right?
It was Cyclone.
Yeah, Cyclone. The first time we tried Cyclone, which it had been out for a long time, so that's
Yeah.
kind of our fault for not
We were-
having it. But
Yeah.
Slacking there.
but we went on a Dew crawl, and when we did, we got a bunch of different flavors, and 2 of the 4 that we got for the first time, Davis tried them without even asking. Ridiculous. I mean, we literally were gonna try them together and get our reactions and everything. So
All right, so this time I made sure all of us
Yeah.
waited,
uh-huh.
which this time these are the 2 who didn't want to wait.
Yeah,
we
I
didn't.
went-
I did.
We really
I-
just wanted to
So
try it.
excited.
I am not a watermelon fan, to be
He's
honest.
not.
I don't like watermelon. I don't like watermelon candy, watermelon flavored things.
Jolly
It's
Ranchers
just-
even? I mean, Jolly Ranchers.
The Jolly Ranchers are all right.
That's like sugar, though. That's
Yeah,
like sugar
just-
watermelon, you know?
It's just sugary.
Which I will say, yeah, watermelon's one of my favorite fruits, so it bothers me that you don't like it. My dad is a huge watermelon fan. He's actually waiting for us to be done with our podcast so we can try one of these because he is so excited too. And he's not even into Mountain Dew as much as we are, so
No, not at all.
this is a good flavor for Mountain Dew to release, I believe, and we're getting it early, so
Yeah, it could be a number 1 for me, maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
it could be. I think it'll
All
rank
right.
in my top 10.
Before we open these, let's take a break. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay, so we're in Walmart on a Dew crawl for a Major Melon. We checked all the fridges up front, didn't see anything, looked everywhere we thought it should be, and we're not seeing it. So I'm about to go into the back and find their supply back there. Okay, I'm in the back. That was easy. Oh, this is a mess. It's so wreck back here. I hear a lot of people. Oh, hey, so. Yeah, right here. Pepsi's this way. Frostbite. I'm not seeing much else. There's people down there. No. It's not there. Oh, well. That was a close call. Wasn't sure I was gonna get away from that. No, nothing. Nothing. Don't have anything. I have a lot of frostbite. The regular. I wasn't seeing much of anything back there, actually. Yeah, we're out of luck.
And okay, we're back.
Hey,
Welcome back. All
Hope
right.
you
so-
enjoyed that segment of me breaking into the back of a Walmart.
Yeah.
We are ready to try Major Melon.
We went through a lot to get that footage, so I hope that
Oh,
was
We
appreciated.
did.
That was I had to hold a loaf of bread for a while just to look inconspicuous.
Random. We were looking at cheeses and all kinds of different.
We were looking at
stuff.
cheese, iced tea, while Davis was snooping around in the back of a Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
We won't say which Walmart because they
Which
probably
actually,
know what was going
it's
on.
funny because I went around the entire back of the Walmart looking for Major Melon, and we couldn't find it. And
Right.
we had previously looked at all the fridges
We were
up front,
giving up.
and we couldn't find it. So we were on our way out
We
with
picked
our
up some
berry
berry
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
We
said,
did.
just make it worth it. And
Walked
we
up
go to the
counter.
self-checkout, which there was a big line for that beforehand, so we
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
able to look through. And there it is.
Right through, past all the people in this little mini fridge. I spotted
Mm-hmm.
pink and green. I didn't give up yet.
And I didn't even believe you.
And I said, "Oh my gosh, look! It's the Major Melon." Davis was like, "Wow, there it is." And Grant was like, "No, come on,
dude,
it's
no,
not funny."
No.
Mhm.
He was clearly distraught about it, and so he was not going to buy it. And we looked over, and there it was. And I don't remember. I blacked out for a second. I think I bought 7, 7 at least. Whatever was in the fridge, I bought. There was actually a half-open one too. It was just kind
Yeah,
of
I
like
think the
all
cap was
like
put on
loose.
sideways or
Yeah.
something.
Very gross looking.
Well,
But yeah, I should have tried it.
I want to
Should've.
try this.
All right, so
All right.
this is it.
Been anxiously waiting.
Ready?
Oh wow. Whoa.
Wow.
Drink up.
Cheers.
Ooh,
Oh wow.
it's subtle. Yeah, no, that's good.
That is good.
I'm a fan. The watermelon is almost, it's very faint, I will say. Wow.
I
I'm
think
trying
they
to think.
nailed the taste, actually.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
It
has a little
tastes
taste.
more like actual watermelon does than watermelon candy.
Yeah, like watermelon crush. We tried that. I tried that, for example, and that tasted like a really strong like Jolly Rancher syrup.
Yeah.
But this is like watermelon. Like this is like you're drinking literally like the taste of an actual like bite of watermelon.
Yeah,
almost
there's
get
no
a-
juice in here, so.
Almost get a bit of
That's
strawberry.
true. I don't know. Whew, 73 grams of sugar though. Not to turn anyone away, but
Damn.
yeah, that is wild. Everyone, like leading up to this, I should say, everyone was thinking like this is probably flavor 648. It was a test flavor that was released, listed as like a watermelon flavor style, and so it was like kind of everyone was pretty much sure that that was the flavor. Well, then recently it was linked. Someone had leaked that someone had the test flavor, and it was actually called Flavor 480. So they're pretty sure that it was actually not even the 648. So I'm kind of curious as to know what 648 was. I guess that could have been like the Game Fuel Zero watermelon. That could
Which
could have
I
been
haven't
that,
had. Have
but-
you tried that
Yeah,
yet?
I've never tried
Yeah,
that. So
I've
I've never
never
actually
had
had a
it.
watermelon dew.
Next episode, we're trying that.
So I heard it said today that a good comparison would be the way Maui Burst is with pineapple, this drink is with watermelon. And I would say that's true to some degree. I think Maui Burst is different. I think that the pineapple is way more prominent than the Mountain Dew. I think this is clearly a Mountain Dew.
Definitely.
It gives you that Mountain Dew feeling and flavor, but the flavor is altered. Like more so than Whiteout and a little less than Maui Burst. I think they're right about like that almost tropical feeling, I think. I think this one kind of gives you that watermelonness to it. Like if you were to think of like a cookout where you're eating watermelon, like, and I know you can't really imagine that because you don't like watermelon, but that flavor, I think, is what they bottled into a fizzy Mountain Dew. I think they did a great job with it. I would say the Dew is definitely like an 8 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, very prominent. And I think the flavor of it, I would probably give it about an 8.5. I think it's an 8.5 or a 9. It's definitely a top ranking Dew for me. I would say I might get less after the more I have. I don't really know. I feel like that happens to me with
That
Mountain
happens
Dews a
with
lot.
you.
So I think the rating I would give it would definitely be an A right now.
down.
Well, and we should mention this is a permanent flavor. This isn't a
Whoa.
seasonal. Now, I mean,
we'll see, because Mountain Dew's they've
Mountain
done
Dew
it
could get on
before.
our nerves sometimes, I would say. But I'm saying, like Baja Blast, that's a permanent. Yes, it's here and there, and it's hard to find sometimes, but,
Okay, but
it's permanent.
didn't Spark come out as permanent? And
No.
then it was
No, it didn't.
That was always limited
That was
edition,
always
but we
limited.
didn't realize that, I don't think, because it wasn't talked about.
They didn't say much
Yeah.
about that. They're
But Liberty Brew, that's a seasonal. There's seasonal, there's discontinued, there's regional. But
No,
this
I'm
is
thinking
supposed to be
Maui
permanent.
Burst, because I felt like that was seasonal, but it is permanent.
Yeah, that is a permanent flavor,
Yeah.
and I still don't believe that it's permanent.
Yeah, I've had a
I'm worried
hard
about
time
that.
finding it, and like I've been saying, I literally travel the country, so I get to look Dollar Generals all over the place, and I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm actually really surprised about that, because I wasn't expecting much. I mean, it's a watermelon drink, and I don't like watermelon. So they did a really good job with it, if I'm able to like it. I think doing this, it's probably got an 8. I definitely taste that in there. I don't think it's as prominent to get a 9. But it's definitely more prominent than Maui Burst,
Oh, yeah,
which
definitely.
I really like
definitely.
Maui Burst. That's
Yeah.
probably top 3 on my list, probably. I'll have to check some stuff again. But flavor, I would probably give it a 6.5.
6.5. Wow.
It's mainly low just because I'm not a watermelon guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If it tasted like watermelon candy, it would get a 0. So 6.5 is really good.
Yeah, that's actually pretty generous.
I like the flavor. The flavor is probably, I would say, an 8.5.
Yeah.
But the dew is really there. I would say that's probably like 9, because it really tastes like a Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
And it's really good. But I think overall, it's definitely a winner. Definitely.
I was just gonna say this because I think I'm noticing this after drinking it. I kind of feel it on my teeth almost. I think it might be a little too syrupy. That might be the only
It's
problem.
a little syrupy, I would
Yeah.
say, because
Yeah.
I was drinking like
Yeah, coming
Baja.
from an original to this is definitely way more syrupy. I wouldn't say it's as bad as maybe,
Code Red.
Code
Yeah.
Red, or even Voodoo. I don't think. I really think it's a clean dew. I would say.
It's a clean dew, but it leaves a little
It is.
a weird consistency.
I think it's
But
a
it's
stronger
definitely not as
flavor.
smooth as original or like
Right.
whiteout, frostbite.
It's like that. It's that fizz that breaks up your mouth almost. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely more. I think the flavor is more prominent than Baja Blast. Like, it's a much stronger flavor, but it's definitely not as strong as some dews, which
Yeah.
is good. I
Yeah.
think. I think
Yeah.
it ranks in the middle.
I would say it's top 8 for me. Around
eight?
8.
Top 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think for me, it would definitely be top 10. I think I could put it in my top 8, but it'd be hard for me. I think I would put it above. For me, I'm not a big Pitch Black fan, so I would definitely put this above Pitch Black. But I don't think I would go as far to put it above Maui Burst. I still think I like Maui Burst just a tad bit more. I would love to mix
definitely.
them.
Maui Burst is pretty high on my list.
I would like to mix those two. I think that would be a good flavor.
Be interesting for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. It would be an odd
It's
flavor.
worth it. Let's make it an episode.
I say we do a mixing video next.
All right, you heard it here first. Next video is a mixing video.
Well, I think that's all the time we got for today, and I'm sure we could talk and they would listen, but who knows?
Such great listeners.
Yes.
We just want to thank you.
Yes, thank
for
you so
sticking through the
much.
video for this far. I hope you get to try this Mountain Dew flavor soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Go out and get it.
It's
It's
worth it.
it.
It's very worth it. And if you get to a Walmart, do not give up. Go through the checkout
Yep.
line and look in the fridge. It is there.
Don't
Look-
go in the back, though. We don't
No,
don't go
no,
in the
look-
back.
We're not
Look in the back
condoning
if
you
you
going
have
into the back.
It is worth going
Don't
into
listen
the
to
back.
him. We don't
No,
agree with
no.
this logic.
No.
This is not good.
No.
Well, I would say like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, whatever you got to do to make sure you're in tune with our videos coming out next.
Maybe leave a comment.
Yeah,
Oh,
leave
yeah.
a comment.
Drop a comment.
You know what I think would be a great idea? If you leave a comment answering as many of those questions that we did to let you get to know us, because we want to get to know you guys. So,
And if you have more questions, feel free to ask. We will answer them.
Yes, because
Yes.
we're going to do a
We got
Q&A
time on our hands.
sometime.
Yeah, we can do a Q&A. I think we can answer fans' questions. Any questions.
Anything for Jared, Grant,
And I
or
say
me.
fans loosely.
It's-
Anyone who watches this, feel free to leave a comment. But yeah, until next time, when we're mixing some dews, well, we'll catch you later.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya. Wow, so
Down the road here from me, there's an old holly tree where you lay down $1 or $2. Go on around the bend and come back again. There's a jug full of that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that good old